right or crazy. No one's ever believed me. Why should you?
Oh, I believe you, Samantha. I believe that you have a very special and rare gift. One that affects maybe 1 in a million. Maybe 1 in 100 million. I had to fly here to see it for myself.
See what for yourself? The ghosts? Can you see them too? Oh my gosh, please tell me you can see them too. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
No. Like I told you before,
You wish you were a freak, like me? You wish that growing up all the kids made fun of you? That no one, not even your family, believed you? That they all thought you were crazy? You wish that you had to pretend to be normal just so you don't get locked in a mental hospital? Maybe you should wish for something else. You know what I wish for? I wish I was normal and pretty, like you. I wish I got half the attention I'm sure you get just walking down the street, getting asked on dates, having people hold the door open for you. That's all I've ever wanted, is to be normal.
is that what you see? A pretty blonde? A normal girl? Well, look at me, Samantha. Look closer.
I don't see anything strange about you.
Maybe not from the outside. Samantha, do you know what Wicca is?
Wicca, isn't that like devil worship or witchcraft?
Hardly. To the ignorant or indoctrined, maybe. Wicca is the old way. Before Christ, before the church, before the concept of sin made us fear ourselves and fear others. Wicca is the celebration of the moon and the cycles that it has on the earth. We celebrate and revere the moon goddess and the horned god.
That's really interesting, but what does that have to do with me or with ghosts?
Before I answer your question, I'm going to tell you a story. I have practiced Wicca since I was a girl. My mother practiced it, and her mother before her. A friend of my mother's had a daughter. She was very close to my age, only a few years older. From a very young age, we became friends and were inseparable. We could spend a whole day together from dusk to dawn and never tire of each other's company. Over time, we became connected, like two halves of a whole. Her name was Charlotte. As the years went by, our friendship blossomed as we repeated the ancient ceremonies and spells. We began to learn their power, the power that the moon has over the earth as it tugs on the ocean and bring harmony or discord. Words are sound, and therefore words have power. The power a word has when released into the world is a spell. Me and Charlotte learned to use magic only for good, and Charlotte's mother taught her the same. As the years went by, our knowledge and ability grew. We began to understand and have influence over the cycles of nature. However far I progressed, Charlotte was always ahead of me. Her intellect and capacity were breathtaking. As time progressed, she began to experiment with the left-hand path, the dark arts, spells with malevolent intent. Charlotte became obsessed with the dark arts. She followed the work of the British occultist Aleister Crowley and tried to recreate his demonic ceremonies. She began to think that she could commune with the dead to gain their knowledge. She told me that she wouldn't allow death to separate us, and I allowed her to perform a ritual where we would be bonded by blood and our souls intertwined. That way, if one of us ever dies, they could commune with the other.
This is the binding spell. Do you trust me?
I trust you.
binding spell? We will never be apart, no matter what. No matter who dies, we will always be with each other and be able to communicate with each other forever. And whoever goes to the summer land first, we will always be able to talk to each other.